Big up yourself. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, you're welcome. If you're returning, what's good? You guys already know I appreciate you all so much. The saga continues with Not3s and Aaliyah Rae. Everybody is obviously talking about this. Everybody's putting in their 2 pence, and you know, it's just one of those situations. The relationship is public, and I've been seeing a lot of people like, okay, I've been going through Twitter, and Twitter is just, I can't ever take Twitter seriously because the memes are too much. But respectfully, this is people's real lives, and you have to take this type of discussion delicately because we have a baby involved, an innocent human being who did not choose to be brought up into this world in this situation, in this scenario. I say that to say this, that yes, we may have our opinion about Not3s behavior and the fact that he cheated, and it seems like a lot of female is it's almost like everything that he would do, the first thing that women would be like, but you cheated though, but you cheated. And it's just the typical female thing to do. It's like you can never let the guy rest. Like even if the guy ever wanted to change, it's always that, but you remember when you cheated, but you cheated. And it's like, okay, cool, I get it. Also, people are talking about the fact that Aaliyah is older than him, the guy is 22 and she should have known better, etc, etc. Like, I get that, but for me personally, okay, this is personal, like personally, I actually find that there are some younger guys who are actually more mature than older guys, and number is not a massive thing for me because I've seen older guys behave like they're literally little boys, and I've seen younger guys behave like they're grown men. It's kind of like, wow, like the maturity levels are high. So I don't know, like I get it, like the age thing, but at the same time it's kind of like I just don't think that you can generalize the age gap. Do you get what I mean? So because I can't generalize the age gap, I can't just base the stupidness on the age kind of thing, because at some point when you become a parent, I just believe that you have to man up, woman up, like on both parties. Like you have to just put your emotions aside and think about the child. Now, it's easier said than done because when you're trying to mix everything together, mix the emotions, mix the relationship, there's no boundaries, then you're trying to co-parent, then you're trying to work on each other, it's like it gets a bit too much. And then when things happen and it blows out of proportion, because your emotions are still invested in that person, you kind of react in ways that you just don't need to react, so like you shouldn't really react. So anyways, I've gone a little bit too far before I even do my introduction. Feel free to subscribe if you are new, and guys, in the description is my PayPal and my Cash app. You guys support, it means so much. I really do appreciate it, and we are on the road to 5k, baby. Like, we have been growing so well. For those who are on this journey with me faithfully and committed to my channel, I see you every time in the comments, and I just want to say thank you. I'm just so overwhelmed, like literally. Okay, boom, let's get right into the video, because Not3s has gone ahead and he posted, though it has since been deleted, he posted and deleted a story from his Snapchat which showed a picture of the expensive Creed Millesime perfume, and he captioned it, "Try give me this as a gift with her sugar dad's money, man them, who wants it?" Wow. And then he's also made his Instagram private from the public since the video leaked, the video that you guys I spoke about earlier leaked. And it's just like, it just goes on and on. Like, I've just warmed up my tea, so let me just take a sip of this, because I'm trying to go on this 2 days detox 2 days detox. So I'm just juicing for the next 2 days, and I'm drinking a detox tea. So, oh Lord, the embarrassment levels are like a bit much. Do you get what I mean? It's like, okay, so you were obviously in an environment where you could exchange gifts. Now, some people, I've seen a comment say, why were they on holiday together? Like, look, we don't really know the situation between them. It looks like they still haven't detached themselves, like emotionally, physically, possibly, and maybe they're trying to go on this vacation to try and see if they can work things out. Because sometimes when you're away from the noise and you're away from everybody and you're on a nice holiday, the sun is there. You know, the sun always helps. Like, the sun literally injects you with like this happiness. So maybe they thought, let's just go away and let's just try and have a little family time and see where it goes. Something somewhere somehow is gone wrong, and obviously they started arguing. And then the clip that we see, she's there, the security had to come because it looks like obviously it's a public place, maybe it's a restaurant. Something has happened and it has popped off. She's like, I'm taking my baby. Women do this a lot. Oh, this video is going to be long, Lord help me. Women do this a lot. If you want to talk about whose fault it is, then this video is like, I could talk about this for days, because I've seen women do this and it happens, but it's a part of the journey. Before two parents can come together at a place where they could healthily co-parent, they have to go through this turbulence where it's, let's leave our emotions to the side, and it's not as easy as it sounds. And just to clarify, I'm not talking about every separated parent. I'm talking about those who are still emotionally involved, who are still trying to figure out what's happening with their relationship. There are those parents who from the get-go they separated and they don't have to go through this, but for the most part, people that are separated go through this stage. So this is not abnormal at all. Like, this is normal. It's just a shame that it's public and it's being made public. Like, it really isn't. And we have to be realistic, where they're like, you know what, I don't want the relationship. Let's put boundaries, and I'm going to literally sacrifice my emotions for my baby's sake. Should we just do that anyway? Of course. Like, but it's just not that easy. Like, if you are emotionally tied to somebody, if you are soul tied to somebody, a lot of people don't believe in soul ties, a lot of people don't look deep into soul ties, but soul ties are real. And when you're soul tied to somebody, it's not as easy to just cut them off like that. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of his age, she obviously is attracted to him, she chose to be with him, so regardless of whether he's young for you, he wasn't young for her. Do you get what I mean? So they obviously are attached still emotionally. For them to be able to go away together, for her to be able to get him a gift, which he clearly might have accepted until things blew up, and then he was probably like, oh, she tried to give me this with her baby sugar daddy, with her sugar daddy. It's kind of like, that's immature. Like, you really don't need to do that. You don't need to post everything like that. Like, you just keep embarrassing the woman, like, and the hurt just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and then that's when the bitterness comes in, and then it makes it very hard. The baby then ends up being the bait and being used to hurt the other person. It's toxic, but it's reality. It happens. They've not created boundaries. We can clearly see that because of the stuff that always comes out. Like, there's no boundaries. Once the boundaries are created, it means that I can detach myself emotionally, and I can be like, cool, do you know what, I'm gonna have the baby, you're gonna have the baby, and you have to remember that it is our baby. Is 50% him and 50% her. And if you've ever been in a position where you've a separated parent and you've had to learn to co-parent, you know it's not easy. You know you have to get to a place where you have to remember, as women, I can only speak as women, right? As women, when you have a child, honestly, you become the most protective person ever. Like, you become literally so possessive over your child because you've carried that child, you've nurtured that child, and yes, it's 50% the dad and it's 50% the mum, but there's just something that is just like, you just can't let go. But you have to have people around you to remind you that it's okay. Like, you're not giving your child away to a stranger. This is dad. Especially when a guy wants to be there, you have to allow him to be there. It doesn't matter what he's done to you. Listen, it doesn't matter whether he's cheated. It doesn't matter. If he wants to be in that child's life, do not get in the way of that. Let him be until he proves that he can't be there, or if he's trying to do in and out, then you have to be like, listen, if you're going to be in, be in. If you're going to be out, but don't be doing this in and out business. But if the guy's showing that he's in, that he wants to be a part of his child's life, then you have to let him. But you can't get to that place until you create boundaries. That word is so key. So I just think the fact that he's gone ahead and posted that, yes, that shows a massive immaturity from his side. Some people, I read somewhere in a comment somewhere, some people was like, how did this video get leaked? He obviously leaked the video because the guy who filmed it, he didn't know who they were. He's in America. Potentially, let's say potentially, he doesn't know, and the video has obviously been leaked somehow. Potentially, maybe it was somebody in the close proximity, maybe somebody, maybe Notes did it, who knows, but it was leaked anyway. Maybe he wanted to show the world what kind of a mother, awful mother, Aaliyah, quote unquote, is. You know, bitterness comes from both sides. At the end of the day, the child is involved, and at the end of the day, we have to remember that yes, it's easy to judge and criticize and throw rocks at either parties depending on which side you stand on. For the most part, women will probably stand on her side, and then the guys will stand on his side. You know, there's always going to be that division. But we have to remember that it's not as easy as that. They are going through something very personal, which has been made very public. And they are young. She's a first-time mum. That's a new experience. And he's a first-time dad. That's a new experience. They're obviously tied very strongly. Once upon a time in their life, in their relationship, they were happy. So it's not easy for them to just let things go. So whilst we are there criticizing and all of that, just remember, okay, have a little bit of empathy and try to put yourself in that person's shoe, because it's not an easy situation. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be reading the comments. I'm reading the comments and I'm just seeing where everybody's at, because everybody, like, so many people can relate to their situation, and I just really do hope that they find a way to deal with it within their own private space. But thank you so much, guys, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.